Wow, Brian Williams actually forgot about Israel long enough to talk about Africa's food problems.
Emily Chawala knows the pain of hunger and the fear of starvation. 3 years ago, a severe drought crippled Malawi. Chawala, a single mother, and her 9 children were forced to eat banana roots to survive.
It was so sad. There was no food. Many people lost their lives. My children had to help me search for food. They didn't go to school.
5 million people, more than a third of the population, had no food. So to prevent that kind of suffering again, the Malawian government took a bold stand. A $60 million seed and fertilizer giveaway, so small farmers like Chawala could grow stronger corn crops and get bigger yields. Foreign aid organizations from the U.S. and the European Union warned the Malawian government that this plan would undermine their economy. Still, the government thought it was worth the risk.
We knew it was right. They were wrong. And to us, we had seen the suffering.
Helped by steady rainfall, the first 2 harvests were record-breaking. 3 years ago, this food storage facility was empty. Today, it is packed to the rafters with corn. Nationwide, officials say there's enough corn to feed the entire country through the difficult months of January and February. Now, bumper crops not only feed the country, they boost the economy. Instead of begging for food from their neighbors, Malawi has started exporting to them.
And we have what they rely on.
Dina Kapiza told us farmers are buying more from her store than ever before.
The farmers are so excited. Their children are no longer going to school on hungry stomachs.
At this primary school, in one of the regions hardest hit by the drought, attendance has doubled. The children no longer have to search for food. Yes. And as soon as English class is over, Patso knows her mother, Emily, will have lunch waiting for her. A lunch with banana roots finally off the menu. How does that make you feel?
Happy.
Around this small African country, farmers are celebrating their self-sufficiency. And many now say their success has created a new model for the world. Stephanie Gosk, NBC News, Malawi.
We'll be right back with a presidential tradition in this country. Just what went into what happened today at the White House?
Notice how they didn't identify any of the American officials who opposed the plan? Now let's go to Fox and see what they thought was important today.
The word of the year for 2008, think economy. The most looked up word of 2008 according to Webster's. Coming up here next. Also,
we've seen Citigroup go down, Washington Mutual melt away, and 20 other banks have completely folded this year. After the break, some of the growing number of institutions now in trouble.
And apparently he was a stud, but not so much a student. 34-year-old teacher, her defense for sleeping with a teenage male model. She says she didn't know he's in school because he never went.
Oh.
Now she's unemployed and suing. And they are in Kelly's court today.
Wow, Fox pushing sex. There's a surprise. CNN wasn't much better. They thought this plane was interesting.
Made a heck of a good landing. Keep your eye on this. After discovering his front landing gear was broken, he circled the San Fernando Valley Airport for an hour to burn the fuel off. Then he turned off the engines. Engines coasted in, nose down. No one was hurt. Man, lots of people giving him high fives at the end of that.
But the biggest tool of the day had to be Oprah, pushing deforestation so she could make money off the book industry.
Is that a great book? It's an epic tale about the magical bond that this mute boy shares with his dog, but it's so much more than a dog story. But a great gift. I'm telling you, if you have a friend who has a dog, you must give them this book. And you write the inscription to the person and their dog, okay? All right? And they will love it. Audience, you get your own copy of it yourself.